Pat, just taking a look at some of the leadership here, I mean, it was a very strong quarter across the board. We were just talking about technology outperforming that sector up nearly 20%. And then not far behind is real estate.
That's right, Seana. Well, look, the S&P 500 having its best quarter since the third quarter of 2009, rising about 13%. And, you know, stocks today closing at session highs, even though LYFT, which we've been talking about all day, closed near session lows, although still with a gain of about 7 or 8%. And I think when we look back to the first quarter, the highlight was certainly the about face from the Federal Reserve. I think a lot of folks down here will tell you that's why the market rebounds so much from December, just because Fed policy, Jerome Powell's comments were so different in January than they were in December. And think about the other worry that the market faced throughout 2018, trade. And here we are, the first quarter's done, and we still don't have a trade deal. The only win on the trade front was really the fact that tariffs did not increase against China on March 1st. Now, when we take a look at some of the best performing Dow stocks and the worst performing Dow stocks of the quarter, a couple of names come to mind. The winners were Cisco, IBM, and United Technologies. All of these stocks surging over 20% for the first quarter, which is also the same as saying they surged year to date. It's the same time frame. Also, Apple almost made the top 3 list. The Apple shares surged just over 20% so far this year. Boeing shares surging an impressive 18% year to date, even with the tragic 737 MAX crash. And before that issue, Boeing stock was up 35% year to date. So had it not been for the issues surrounding the 737 MAX, you could have very well seen Boeing at the top of the leadership board for the Dow for the first quarter. The laggards in the Dow this quarter were actually down by a much smaller percentage than the winners were up. The laggards include Walgreens down about 7.5%, Pfizer down 3%, and Coca-Cola down 1%.